Dan Graziano from ESPN, national NFL reporter, came out with his coaching predictions. So he has the Browns hiring Mike McDaniel and the Ravens hiring Kevin Stefanski. Harbaugh going to the Falcons, you see the other openings. The Steelers opening was after this. It's happened within the last couple hours, so that would add the 9th opening. So in essence, it's basically a trade of Mike McDaniel for Kevin Stefanski relative to head coaches. I don't know if I'd make that trade.
Yeah, it's interesting when you look at it like that, and I tend to agree with you. I wrote something yesterday about how I thought Stefanski and Mike McDaniel were really similar. Just if you look at their resumes, not personality-wise, certainly not fashion sense-wise, but if you look at their resumes, that offensive-minded guys came to franchises that hadn't had a lot of success and immediately went to the playoffs. And then were burdened with a quarterback that wasn't that good, injury-prone, paid a ton of money, and then things fell off the last couple of years. So I do think there's a lot of similarities between the two guys. But I think you have to be careful saying, well, is this guy better than the guy you fired? Even though I understand it completely, but you have to factor in, like Jimmy Haslam said, right? We thought a change was necessary. And, he didn't improve X, Y, and Z like we thought he would. He didn't win enough games. All those things where I guess my point is, I think the choices are independent, right? You fired Kevin Stefanski, then you try to do the best you can in the coaching search. And, there were reports before Kevin Stefanski got fired that the Browns would be interested in Mike McDaniel. So obviously they've had interest. There's things they like about him. But if you're asking me which coach I'd rather have, I would go Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah, how do you think it's going to go over if Kevin Stefanski gets the Ravens head coaching job and he's going to have Lamar as his quarterback? And think about Lamar in that setup. Stay in the pocket. Here's your read. If it's not there, good Lord, that could be a problem.
It would be really interesting. Number one, the pressure would be high on Kevin Stefanski because they expect to win. They have huge expectations there because they have Lamar Jackson, an MVP quarterback. So that's one angle of it. The second thing is, I think Stefanski's a good coach. I think he would fare well there. It would be fascinating to see how it plays out. Him being with another team inside the division. Obviously, he knows the division really well. He had some success inside the AFC North. So I don't know. It would be really interesting to see Kevin Stefanski there, given a big-time quarterback, right, which he never really had in his time in Cleveland. And to me, that was what held him back. So if I always said that that's what held him back, you give him Lamar Jackson, then I would expect the Ravens to be really good under Stefanski.